Hi guys and welcome to the FIFA 23 Ones to Watch SBC. Only the second player SBC for Ones to Watch during the whole promo, and it finishes tomorrow at 6 PM when we get the road to the knockouts. Kesse was the only other SBC that we actually got. We got a Di Maria one before the promo even begun, so don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed Ones to Watch, but I would have liked a little bit more in terms of the content for the SBCs for a few more players. I'm disappointed not to see Koulibaly, but at least we have been given one more player. SBC Sterling is there for the next week to be able to complete. 86 rated, of course, the same as his gold cards. Already one thing to note, the upgrades wins to watch starts from when the promo begun. So Chelsea played the day after the promo begun. They beat Crystal Palace 2-1 away, which means they only need 2 more wins in their next 7 league matches, and Sterling will go to an 87. And their next 2 games are at home to Wolves and away to Villa, who are 2 teams that haven't been in the best of form. So you'd like to think that maybe the middle towards the end of October, this card should be 87 rated. Of course, England are in the World Cup as well. They're in a relatively favourable group alongside USA, Iran, and I can't remember the other team. I think it is USA and Iran. So even against one of those 2 teams, you would like to think that, or maybe it's Iraq. No, I can't remember. It's one of those 2 teams. You'd like to think an upgrade could come from there as well. So certainly through upgrades through nation and through league performances could be very much likely, and even individual upgrades can come. He's had a few decent performances for Chelsea so far as well. I've used him a little bit in my Premier League fantasy team and he's done all right for me. So 86 rated. What does he require? We'll have a look at his stats as well in a second. 85 rated with one Chelsea player, and then 86 rated with a Premier League player. So I don't know. I'm not really too much caught up on as to what an 85 or 86 actually goes for in terms of price. I would assume maybe around about 100,000 coins, which, to be quite honest, because EA tend to put a premium on players that are English and from the Premier League. You know, there was a perfect example of Marcus Rashford last week. I would argue if you're looking to get yourself an English player in this game, Sterling is very much the better one. I know that Rashford can play out wide himself with this particular card. I wonder if Sterling's got any different positions. He can play on the right wing. I like that. I'm a big fan. I don't know if his normal gold card can, but the fact that he can play on either wing is pretty good. 4-star Scummas is nice. The 3-star weak foot's a little bit of a shame, but I don't think it matters too much at this stage of the game. I've been using Haaland a lot recently. He's been fantastic for me, both on his preferred and even weaker foot, and he's only 3-star weak foot. So either weak foot doesn't matter in general as much this year, or it just doesn't matter too much and you don't notice like a lack of weak foots too much at this stage of the game, but you might do so later on in the game cycle. I'm not too sure, but certainly at the moment, a 3-star weak foot shouldn't be too bad. He's got some nice in-game stats. His pace and his dribbling are already amazing. His shooting and passing do need a little bit of work in certain areas, and he will have to get upgrades if he wants to stay at the power curve. If he doesn't get upgrades, and I'm talking like he'll need to be 88 by Christmas, so he'll need that wins upgrade he will need from both the World Cup and from League, and he'll probably like an individual upgrade as well for either a man of the match or a team of the week. And if he can get those, yeah, he'll be an SBC that'll be very much worth doing. I have no doubt that certainly 2 of those upgrades will come. It'll be depending. I mean, he's a consistent starter, I think, for Chelsea at the moment. So, you know, I think there's every chance that he can get himself a man of the match or a team of the week at some point. I can certainly see this card by Christmas having like 2 or 3 upgrades on him. And I think it might be a card that I personally might do. The Flair player trace as well is also quite nice to have. I think it's a pretty decent SBC. I think it's a card that, compared to some of the other ones available for Ones to Watch, he is pretty much good for getting a few upgrades. And if he can get those, then he's going to be great, and he'll stay a consistent and good player and will remain at the power curve, which is obviously what you want from players that you complete for SBC. So yeah, I mean, I understand doing him. I'm probably going to do him myself. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you all later.